So why have you not gotten married? I mean, what are you doing with your life? Everybody is getting married because FJ and Asuu have decided that no school again. You people are drop out. Everybody is a dropout now. You see, at this point, I found the love.
You found what?
For me.
I thought you were sister Chin.
Are you high?
Last week we discussed this.
Next week is my wedding. I'll invite all of you. Next weekend there will be plenty rice, beans, yam, everything that you wanna eat at my wedding.
My issue is that the guy she's talking about cannot afford a bag of rice. So I wondering.
This one is mistaking my guy for a broadcast nigga like him.
No.
Must be jerky. Anyways, guys, you already know I'm Mika and this is Wisdom. The broke person that cannot afford a bag of rice.
No,
like just
that's
confessed.
That's a boy.
Like 5 minutes ago. Rest. My man is loaded because Jesus is my man. I'm becoming a nun, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting married to Jesus. Anyways, guys, federal government and Asuu, they are still in gridlock. And now I think everybody knows by now that they dragged themselves to court.
Yeah,
federal
they should know by now.
government dragged Asuu to court. Today they had like the first session in the industrial court, and they have already postponed it again to September 19th.
Yeah, the proceedings has been moved forward yet again. Like we're supposed to. I was expecting kind of news like Asuu and federal government comes to an agreement, but
now that one is
I already dust in my bag until I just check. Yeah,
but wait, let's just check out this video that happened like in front of the court earlier today. Let's check it out.
In the past, because the government has betrayed Asuu in the past, so it has become very difficult, not just Asuu, for trade unions to call off strike. And the government is now presenting a case of urgency after 7 months. After 7 months. Ridiculous. Asuu has always been ready for negotiations, and they have always entered agreements with the government. The problem that we are facing as a nation is that the government does not respect agreements. And that is the cause of this strike. The government must learn to respect agreements. And that's all. Our procedure, our practice. And the fact that students are at home, right, should have prepared the government to end this strike. You know, for us, notwithstanding the dependency of this case, the government should take on.
Wait, is Asuu president's face for me? Like, he wants to cry.
He wants to cry.
So he wants to cry.
7 months.
So we are the affected ones. I know you have not been connected, but we are the most affected ones. We are not being crying, sir. So I'm not crying. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Please, this guy.
It's gonna get better.
It's like you don't want to resume school.
But look,
it's like you don't. Please, let's talk about
the look on that man's face is an issue of national importance.
Rest.
Didn't you see his face?
Rest.
I refuse to rest.
But that face, I'm pretty sure that was the face of all the people that were stuck in traffic day before yesterday and yesterday on that Lagos-Ibadan expressway.
Exactly.
You know, because of the protesting students. It's like we said, we'll move this protest down here. We'll go and block all the way that need to Island.
Come to think of it, just to know those that did not attend and attendance was taken, Mika was one of them.
I attended.
She has never attended any of these protests. That begs us to ask the question. Are you ready to actually resume?
Are you ready to resume? Because if we are not ready, they are not showing us that.
We need to see.
Let's block Abuja people. You should go and block Asuu Rock.
Yeah, but I don't want people getting killed. You know,
it's true. This country is so unreliable. But anyways, guys, let's just put into prayer because some people actually tell.
Come of it. I saw one banner and flyer. People say, "Come, let's pray for Asuu." I'm like, come on.
Last. Jehovah has the final say. Jehovah did not want us to resume, we will not resume.
That's a lie on God.
Are you God's younger brother?
Are you a fraud? You just lied on God. God has nothing to do with Asuu.
Are you joking?
I'm serious.
God has everything to do with everything in this world.
No. You see, in this part of the world, we blame God for everything. That's why when you pray for NEPA to bring light and NEPA brings light, people go, thank God.
Remember that I always say on this show that this wisdom is the direct opposite of his name. But let's not.
Let's move on.
How
would you bring God
let's move on. Speaking of the federal government, another Kasala box. Okay, no, I wouldn't say Kasala box. I would say that Kasala has been reversed from Buxton. So we all remember the story of Ice Prince, yeah? Ice Prince, that young, versatile, jiggy, young artist. Rest.
If that guy is young, what will you say about me?
You're a toddler. Everybody knows that. You even think like a toddler. But let's move on. Ice Prince has finally been released from jail on, on bail. What?
I always want to know the proceedings of these things. When police arrest you, say they arrest you tomorrow now, maybe for...
They will not arrest
if you are,
you,
if you
Jesus
are,
name.
if you
Use
are
yourself
caught,
as example.
hold
Go
on,
with me.
hold on now.
Asumi Kanipe wisdom is cut. Go on.
Can't wait, they cut me car
As
with
we can pay, they have
another
catch this
woman's
boy.
husband, and then the woman decided to bring police into the matter. So if you are arrested,
They cannot catch
and
me.
okay, that is not even a criminal offense. Let's talk about criminal offense now. But I think they usually like they after 24 hours that you are supposed to allow the person go, then
No.
sue the person to court.
Depends on the
But
severity of the crime.
yeah, but then in this Nigeria, it's like every time they arrest you,
You are
oh
gone.
guy, you are sleeping in
If you
jail.
don't know anybody, my dear, you're gone.
And sometimes they don't even allow them use their phone.
Of
Families
course, they
go
take your
looking
phone,
for
of course.
families go looking for them, man. But let's get down to this story. I mean, it was taken
We all
to-
remember the whole issue. They said he kidnapped and assaulted a police officer, and he was taken to court. He was arraigned, and then he was released on a bail of 500,000.
Can you see my hand? 3 things. Number 1, assault. Number 2, obstruction of a police officer from performing duty. Number 3, abduction. That is huge.
That is a lot of crime for somebody that's never been caught in a criminal offense before.
Well,
that
I
is
think the guy was just tired.
way to
I
enter
think
the
I think the
criminal
guy
world.
was just tired. Because this came from a police officer. He came to start to say, okay, well, that they saw him driving around 3 a.m. and then the police stopped him for not having plate number. He was like, okay, fine, let's go to the
Enter,
station.
let's go.
We are right. Let's go. And then the guy
Yeah,
got
Baba
inside
locked
and also threatened the police that I was going to throw him. But of course, that's the
We
version
can't
of the police.
allegedly.
That's a version.
Allegedly, that's what
That's
happened.
volume 1.
But you don't know anything could have solved. But anyways, Yasha sub. They carry him to police kini. They carry him to court. They have released him. He's paid 500,000 naira, and he's supposed to furnish
2 court rooms. But now the question is now, if it was just an ordinary person that was arrested,
and they can't do all this one.
why is there any part of the law that stipulates this 500k and furnishing of costumes? We always know how to take advantage of the situation in
It
this part
is
of
what
the
it
world.
is. Nigeria is how it is.
Because these guys have money. These guys, of course, will not go to jail.
Obviously, we don't
He
know.
has the badge to drop, so they just want to way to squeeze things out
As we
of
can
him.
pay you like this, my dear, your life has spoiled.
What come
As we
first?
cannot
What
even do
are you-
anything.
what
As
are-
we will not affect you anymore because you are already that one. Don't worry, they will not go on strike. You will be in that prison for a long stretch of time.
I thought you liked it. When you don't.
Now you know otherwise.
Guys, let me take some comment because people reacted, of course. Let's share this. This person's okay. iSpace, of course, made this statement: freedom is priceless. Somebody replied by saying, well, that looks like the title of your next album. Okay, this person said, if you enter Cell and come out, you can actually understand Omo Igo Ombu you.
This guy said his next album will do the explanation. Now wait till we go see for your next album. Be that okay?
Okay, this person says, Omo, this country, no be comments you define. Oh. Some people just... I mean,
Somebody now went far. This person said when Oshwa become come out, wait till you can't talk.
that story is a different one. But I feel that guy is even enjoying compared to Nigerian prison.
Because somebody said you don't chop water beans tire.
This one says, Pele, my dear, Nigeria police will make humility locate you.
Actually, Nigeria prison are your mate.
You say, if Nigerian police won't frustrate you, forget them. They go enter your mind. but you know, there was a post few weeks back. Somebody said, the moment you get into trouble with authority, the number one thing you should never do is don't beg. Don't beg. Resist the urge to beg.
Oh, advice is on.
Well, I don't know how well you are going to take this advice. Then, because I was having a conversation the other day, and the man was like, the number one reason police assault people and then they get away with it is because number one, Nigerians do not know their rights. Now, so if you are caught on doing something, let's even say this is a 50,000 naira fine you're supposed to pay for this particular crime, but because you don't know you're supposed to pay 50k. In your mind, you're already thinking about years in prison, so you go on begging, and then the moment you start begging, those guys, it's very last man.
In everything you do, please.
Just don't get into
please add wisdom. And when I say add wisdom, not this one, because this one you have give you advice is on.
I've given you a good advice.
My
You never
dear,
beg. The moment you get into
rest, let me speak with them one on one.
Don't beg.
Please,
Don't
please.
beg.
If you know that you do not have the connection,
Don't beg.
and you do not have plenty money, please, you better beg.
Don't beg, Joe.
If you don't beg, 3 things can happen.
What are the 3 things that can happen?
Number 1, you say, oh, you hard guy, you will not beg.
Okay.
You, like you said, you don't know your rights. Even if you know your rights in this Nigeria, you will have too much mouth, you will enter trouble if you don't know anybody.
Well, I feel the most important point she has made so far is know your rights.
Oga, the 3
Number 2.
things that can stop. Number 1, if you don't have money, you did not beg. they can add more offenses to it. That's the thing. They will just keep on piling it up, and then you will not even know when you enter other one. I see that guy now. Now 3 offenses they knock for your head. Wait, call them again. Make them hear.
Assault. Obstruction of justice. Obstruction of a police officer from performing his job functions. And the last one is abduction.
And that's even somebody that even has leg, that knows people. You that you don't know anybody. I'm not saying you should not know your rights. The most important thing, please don't break the law.
You know what you do? Don't beg. Where did you hear it from? Chitchat, wisdom said it. Don't beg.
Wisdom said it. Don't take you heard it from Chitchat. Say you heard it from wisdom.
Don't beg.
Full stop. On that note, we're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the remaining gist. Don't go anywhere.
Don't beg.
Chitchat.
What's poppin'? Welcome back. This is still G Sport on Unilag TV, and now it is time for Shot O'Clock. Let the games begin, and I feel like I should go first because I'm the host. So yeah,
go first. Sorry, what you proud much?
Yes, me.
Proud much.
Dance. Wizzy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance. Hey. I'm rich. Why now?
Royalty. Isn't this perfect? Okay, the one in my head is I will never be royals, royals.
Yeah. Drink. Drink up. Drink.
Take a shot.
Why is it okay? Abi?
Are you just joining us? Of course, it's been Chitchat and Mika. Yeah, I've been giving wrong advice, but of course, stick to my advice. Don't beg, don't beg. But we, of course, we have a lot of gist packs for you. And in case you are not following us on all our social media platforms, it is what?
Unilag on TV.
Alright, so let's get down to this other gist because marriage is quite important. I give people advice, relationship advice, but that's what I do for a living. So, alright, so let's get down to this particular issue with. What did you just?
I don't say anything.
Alright, it's Nkechi Blessing and an
X
again.
Hey.
They are here again.
Don Jazzy again. Nkechi again.
All the time.
This messiness has been dragged on for I don't even know how long.
Let's take a look at this video first before we even dissect this.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
Intimate with this 27-year-old?
I don't know, but we're not trying to define what we have now. We're just going with the flow. Because right now it makes me happy. Yes,
something
like my vibe matches his vibe, and we're just cool like that.
Okay. And to ban don't see am kò sí àgbẹ̀ tó bá ti do ẹ̀rí tí ò ní mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí mò ń sọ yìí. Sports everywhere. But it's true now. Sports everywhere. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ò clean kò dance. Jẹ́ kí ẹni tó bá ti do ẹ̀rí kó confirm ẹ̀ kó ní ìrọ́mù ń pa. Oh, clean now. Lord, take care, right? Go and take care of yourself. I don't care who you are. I don't care how you take it. I don't care. Because at this point, I realize your mission is to ruin my life. If I was probably thinking like, oh, probably it's just okay, man,
This messiness choke. In case you don't understand Yoruba that I have a must say. You see, the first interview that Nkechi did, she was saying she's already dated another person, and this man was just what's that word though? She fell back on him when she broke up with her American ex. This Egbon now went far, like we don't say. He now said she's not clean. If you understand me very well. Say she has spots there. She had plenty spots there. She did not take care of herself. That kind of thing. The only thing I have to say is, people should rest in Jesus' name. Kilo Shele.
I don't.
I've seen messy breakups before, but this is a discovery.
I do not appreciate the fact that you are begging them in Jesus' name. Because they don't deserve it. But then their matter is always online.
Like,
don't you guys have DMs?
Are you not adults? Talk to each other. Like,
you guys are not on WhatsApp. You can do these things on WhatsApp and leave Instagram alone. Instagram is about DM now.
Funny how she's not saying. At one point, she said she was once feeding him. At one point, he said, where was she when he has
even gone to that extent of accusing her of doing drugs and everything.
Yeah, he said she's a drug addict.
But let's talk about relationship and celeb. You know.
Wait, sorry to cut you off, my dear. But I just want to ask you people. Who do you think is causing this extensive messiness right about now? Do you think it's Nkechi that is dragging it, or you think it's the ex that is dragging it?
The relationship has ended. Let it end. Or you want to go back? Go back. Are you guys missing each other? I don't understand. You don't have to drag the matter like this.
Now that I'm giving them advice, take your advice too. That your ex that you were always doing kini with.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am.
People should either go back to each other or go and beg.
Hello, ma'am.
Carry on.
Alright, so I was just going to talk about relationship and celebrities. Marriages does not seem to last. I mean, there are people in this industry, like when I look at their marriage, I'm like, oh, you guys are doing so well. So
why do you sound like that? I even mean I'm beside you, I'm scared.
Come on, let me finish my talk. But then some relationship, you look at it and you're like, oh, I don't even think this thing is marriage is something I want to go into.
God when and there's God why?
Because like example that they are giving here is so messy. Why do celebrities always have issues? Most of them have issues in their marriage. What do you think
the problem is they have a large platform and then it gets to their head. I know how messy breakups are. What is to cause messy breakups is the fact that both of them probably still have feelings for each other. And the fact that they're not getting attention from each other. And then they decide, okay, I have a large platform. Let me get attention from this platform. Probably to get attention of that person. So I think that's the logic behind it, Charm.
I mean, number one, I think a lot of people have come to that level where they learn to keep their relationship private. But then no matter how private you can keep your relationship. But not be everybody
wise. Some of us are wise. Every other person overwise. But let's go.
I don't understand.
I want to look at this conversation from the angle of how can you avoid situations like this? Like, what would you like do?
On a normal day,
prevent something like this.
On a normal day, I charge over 150k for my sessions, and if you want relationship advice like this, like Mika is indirectly asking me, I'm like, I know you want these things. You're going through tough time. Look at her face now. You know that she's going through tough time in her relationship. So you come for it. I would see you after this. When we're done with this show, I'll give you the advice you need. But however, come on.
Who's going through a lot?
However, but I think it's just that sense of maturity, because before you go into a relationship, you already know that this person has this large platform, and then you guys have to discuss certain things you want to keep private. You cannot, of course, I mind you bringing a third party to settle an issue, but let that third party not be social media. You can always do things. I mean, sure you get.
I get it. But speaking of things you want to bring into a relationship, I want you to know what your deal breaker before you enter a relationship. What is it?
You were talking to the people, not me.
Okay,
you're asking me.
Why is your blood hot? I'm going to ask people too. You save the best for last. You people are the MVP.
I agree. You are the real deal.
Okay, so let me ask you first. What's your deal breaker in a relationship?
Well, you know when you're just holding that conversation for the first time, and then you find out that the person cannot even have intellectual conversation. I'm like,
I want sapiosexual.
Hold on. I'm like, so you can't even just talk. Everything is just, how are you? How you doing? I'll be eating. What's this? What's wrong with you?
Who is asking those questions?
Let's just discuss something.
Who is asking those questions? You are the person.
No, I don't. Even that way, but no. You know when you are trying to drive something, like you are trying to just drive a conversation, and you notice that the other person does not really have what to say, and it happens all the time. You know, it's normal. For instance, I start a conversation with you in politics, and then I see the way you are responding, and you're like, oh, maybe she's not versed with politics. Let's go into other things, and then we start discussing other things.
If you want to enter me, you don't have to go indirectly.
No, and then
what is that line? You're not versed in politics.
No, now, and then we go into all that matter, and then you're still like again. I'm like, girl,
Why are you using me? The person now. What's your problem?
No, what's wrong with you? You're feeling yourself too much.
I'm triggered. I'll be telling me I don't know how to talk. But of course, I want to hear what you guys think.
But okay. I think you should also give these guys and they deserve to know what your own deal breaker.
Okay. Let me give people. See me, I'm not a vain person, and I'm not a very, very picky person. But for me,
okay,
it has to be being unable, like you said, to hold an intellectual conversation, but not having a purpose in your life. It's a deal breaker for me. Me having conversation with you like, okay, what do you want to do? Or what are you doing? And I like, I don't know.
I wanted to do this.
I'm just there. No, me, I have vision in my life. Oh. You cannot come and use your own visionless idea to come and destroy my own vision.
I see you're making progress.
So,
since our last session, I see you have improved. Alright, so let's take comments from Twitter. This person says poor hygiene is definitely a deal breaker for me. This person says when a lady don't talk too much, that's a deal breaker for me. Another person says mood swing. Oh, I think some gender is coming here. Make family issue day, make you they give me attitude. Waiting be my own problem.
Now that one is actually a BS take.
No. Okay, let's go
through a lot.
Let's talk. Now
this is not a session. Just to clear.
Yeah, this is not a session. Quick one. Quick one. Now, you know that issue of girls always having mood swing. We understand because someone has explained to me that maybe it comes with hormonal stuff, and I don't want to go deep. We are not having a session here now. And maybe when you are going through your monthly stuff and then your mood changes.
Monthly stuff, you can't say it.
No, I can say it, but this is not the main session. When we do our main session, we'll talk about this. And now,
we have to talk.
Hold on.
I want to chip in something.
Let me finish.
Wait, now, why is your blood hot?
My blood is hot. Can I bring in whatever you are facing? I know your partner is ideally supposed to care for you, but you're not making it is just too much. Some people just do it. I'm like,
at this point, I'm looking at you like the whole of you is a deal breaker for me. I can't even do it.
Exactly, because
I can't do it. First of all, I wanted to comment on the queasiness of guys. When you guys want to say that monthly stuff, why you guys always queasy about it? Why don't you have the courage to speak it? That's how you were conceived.
Okay, you guys. She's asking you, not me.
That was how you were conceived.
Menses is not a big deal for everybody to say. I mean, it's a natural thing. It happens.
You see the way you rushed over the word because I don't know.
Monthly. I don't know why.
That's what conceived you. Just so you know.
I agree.
So
I don't have. But then, okay. Let's go back to this. I don't want to deviate a bit. Let's go back to it.
This person says,
okay, take that.
Body odor. For me, it is also a deal breaker. Please don't be smelling anyhow, Christine. Please.
Somebody say when someone is disrespectful. I don't know how you define disrespect here. I say if there's no respect, damn, it is not worth it.
This person says, as in the way some people armpits smell like island daughters. Do you know somebody like that? This is
how
personal.
did you guys meet? Where did you meet?
This is personal. At this point, it's personal.
Okay, this person says bad attitude, unnecessary mood swing. Again, you see mood swing is coming again. Self-centeredness. Come off. Some people just say everything is just about you. Is everything written about you? Come on, think about the other party.
And now look at that previous story with Sokia, that Nkechi and her ex. The ex now came out to say something like, "Oh, we all know Nkechi is loud. This thing down." So I feel like when you know that somebody being too loud is a deal breaker for you, why did you
meet the person? I mean,
speaking of couples that are embarrassing themselves everywhere, the final story for today: this couple, they not embarrass themselves in this country. This Nigerian couple, they went to the UK to go and embarrass Nigeria
anywhere, anytime,
in the public place. These people had an altercation in the house. So apparently, the wife, this wife, the husband brought her from Nigeria, trained her in school in the UK so that she would support the kids as well. And then they now had an altercation. She threatened to kill him. Yeah, the man now called police for her. You know, in UK they do things. Sharp, you can call police for your parents gone. They didn't care. As long as you feel threatened. So this woman now, this man calls the police. The woman try and come off for her. She said in Nigeria she chased him out of the house. On the streets they were displaying. People were doing.
Let's take a look at the video.
Let's take.
Don't talk to me. If I'm with it, get out of this place. Get out. You are. And when you get out, I'm going to get out. You want me? want to attack the man.
Chalo, no, what is now? Whether Chalo, Charlie, please. Well, everyone, Jono, no, we're better. If was I'm going to should send Delhi, I will go to me. Show what? What's in the agent? I dashed 30 pounds yesterday. Yes, and big, I'm sure my man doing, I'm going to dash me. That's how that. You will go to me. Shall I go to me? I will be the mold and the phone. You will wear.
And I love you.
Well, every time you want to get married to an Igbo lady, always check if she has BS because those are not areas you want to dive into. No, I'm not body shaming.
Yes, it is.
Because I had to look at that lady to be sure or something growing down here. Because those are the ones you have to be very careful.
Wrong because I mean, okay, like I said, we went to go embarrass all of us. It's not just them they embarrass too. They embarrass all of Nigeria. Which is why you go to places like this.
No, any embarrass. Wait, let's clear it. I beg. You embarrass yourself.
And you are embarrassing
does not mean you are embarrassing the nation.
Like people like wisdom now, they cannot go and show their heads in the UK.
No.
Because they say
separate this thing. Family issues are not national issues. Separate it. That's just their embarrassment.
But
you take it.
But like seriously,
let's have serious
bro,
conversation.
when you hear that, okay, these people are Nigerian, you see that it actually kind of brings our rep down in states like this, in countries like this. It happens. Rest.
I don't agree.
It's because you have never traveled to the UK before.
I admit to the fact that I've not traveled to the UK, but I don't agree.
Me say I never traveled for them. I know. I have idea.
Well,
I know.
But we're leaving the trenches very soon.
Well, I'm not in the trenches, please.
Come on, face.
You,
people like this.
What you want for yourself is what you should.
You should have known. You should have known.
Say,
but okay, now let's talk about the fact that these women are. Okay, you know, some people go to the other part of the world and then they see that everything seems to be working, and they want to use it. It's just like cases of maybe kids calling police for their father. And you can't try that.
You bless you don't get in that house.
But you know, if it was like in Nigeria, that woman would never. How can you say, even if the house was built by you, you dare send your own husband out of the house? Well, you go collect. Collect.
But somebody said that, that like if you listen to what exactly she was saying, you would see that like most men, they actually drive their wives crazy inside the house. When everything now busts, they'll not be acting innocent. That's what somebody actually said, like in the comment section. The person was like, you never know what exactly happened between them, because men, men do the most.
Okay, all the comments seems to be coming in Igbo, and I don't think all our viewers don't understand. Let me read
Someone
this.
Says this. Okay.
Live when you are alive, better than dead. Abroad, go test your marriage.
This person says Nigerian marriages abroad is not for the weak. Bills make everyone get crazy and act up. Okay.
This person said it is clear that abuse of power, especially in marriage, has got nothing to do with gender. It's a human problem. That this is so sad. I don't believe nothing can be done to save this man from this woman. Apparently, it's the woman that is in abuse of power. Well, it happens everywhere.
Actually, it's true.
That's a question we usually would ask. Men are not scared of the fact that you're becoming successful or you are the one footing the bills. Nobody's afraid of that. But
actually, some of you are.
What they are most times afraid of is your attitude. Is the attitude that comes with the fact that you now pay the bills. That's always the issue. I always like you guys to get to know this thing. I mean, one of our sessions, I've mentioned it to Mika. But she's just picking up this particular one. I hope she'll do
Funny how you see, like, sometimes the therapist needs therapy.
No.
At this point. Wisdom is that kind of person.
A madman never. I don't want to go this far. I don't want to go this far.
Madman, actually, is a madman.
I'm retrieving my words. I don't want to go this far.
No, say it now.
This is all we can take for today, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be wrapping up. Well, of course, let's wrap it up. We'll draw the curtains for today's show. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platform, and of course let us know in the comment section. You guys don't seem to be talking to us sometimes. Just try. Let us know what you think.
Drop comments.
Let's know what you think
down there.
So till we come your way again, from Mika and I.